It's a boy!
Hello and welcome to a chilly December day. This is probably not when you're seeing this video, but it is December right now. And what a better time than to talk about a pertinent issue when it comes to modifying your GR Corolla or even driving it stock hard on track, and that is cooling. So what kind of things come to mind when it comes to cooling? Well, one of them is, of course, the intercooler. And we've got one of those that we're gonna be throwing on the car. But before we go and we take this piece off, there's another component that Toyota themselves have identified as a problem and have addressed it through some changes in the 2025 model year. This is a 2024, so it does not have those changes. Thankfully, however, some parts swap. So, without further ado, here is a new cover, and this cover is the one that replaces your oil filter change cover. You can see clearly that there's a NACA duct in there. Now, the one that's currently on the car is completely flat, and not only is it completely flat, but it leads into this duct over here. Now, this duct over here is designed to cool the PTU, which is a known component to overheat on these cars. And you can kind of see right up in here is that we've already gone and made some modifications to this duct. We have basically cut right along the edge of the duct, and we've turned it up, we've heated it to stay in place, and we've used some tape on both sides to make sure that air doesn't escape where the cuts are made. This up in there, you can see now, points much more directly at the fins of the PTU. Now, when we're going to be swapping out this piece right in here, you can see that this NACA duct will then point at the back of this thing. So we're gonna see exactly what that looks like when we pull the entire under tray off, and we will likely have to add the guides that Toyota has added on the 2025 piece, which is in the back of this, to continue guiding air and channeling it towards the front of the PTU. So this piece will cool the back of the PTU, and then this piece with the added guides will cool the front of the PTU. The material we're gonna be using to do those guides is actually Kydex. So Kydex is a material it's a hard plastic, but it's also very malleable when you add heat. This one has already been used as part of a project. You can see that it's got a 9-degree angle right there already, and we're gonna be doing something similar and then riveting it on to the top of this piece. You can buy this entire under tray from Toyota. That is always an option. However, in Canadian dollars, which are not worth much these days, but in Canadian dollars, this piece was about $70 from Toyota. This entire under tray from Toyota for a 2025 car is about $350. So I thought, you know, we're into modifying cars, we're into improving them, we can even do a little bit of a better job perhaps with this. So let's buy the affordable piece here and then build our own solution for the secondary duct. As you can see, this duct will just channel air towards the back of this duct. So we need to then have some guides so air doesn't spill over to the side that basically follow or continue from here and from here, and then just channel air to the PTU.
Not sure where they go, but they go somewhere.
So we're definitely smoking the back of this car out, which means that it is definitely working. Yeah, I can both feel air coming across here, and we can see the smoke. You can see it right in there, which is going exactly where we want it to go, over the PTU. So I would say successful modification. There you go. Aerodynamics at work.
Many months later.
You have seen us do many things to this car, and you will continue to see us do many more things to this car in the name of science, fun, enjoyment, all of that. Now, what you see on the floor here is a piece of pipe. And what we're going to do is take said piece of pipe and replace pipe from underneath. I said pipe a lot. Continue stepping through the modifications and continue seeing what effect they have on the vehicle, on the performance, on the tune. You're going to see all of that because that's what we do for you. Now, we have this downpipe here. It is a catted downpipe. It is a massive V-band that connects right up to the turbocharger, and then we have the rest of this piece that goes all the way, pretty much halfway down the car. I have my suspicions about how much power this downpipe will make. I am not going to ruin that for you, but other than just making power, I want to see if we can get a little bit more leeway in terms of valve float and RPM, higher RPM, simply because we're reducing the back pressure from the OEM stuff. And then we're going to, for now, continue with the OEM catback. So, without further ado,
It's a boy! It's a boy! It's a boy, look, the thing's sticking out.
I think I've used octane booster on track once.
It's a
so
bit
you can see
orange.
it's a little bit orange, but otherwise the cat looks good. The cat looks good, guys. The cat looks good.
but also noticed how tiny the turbine wheel is on this turbo. It is only a 1.63 cylinder, but you know, there's a turbo upgrade in the future here. So this thing is got a massive opening, which reduces back pressure, which is good, but it's got quite a small turbine wheel. And this mid pipe is surprisingly light. It houses your secondary O2 sensor. It also houses a secondary catalytic converter, and it's nicely bent. It's a well-flowing piece here. But the new downpipe, of course, is going to have this piece instead after the primary catalytic converter. So
6.5 hours later.
just to give you guys an idea of how everything fits in here, well, there's a lot of room actually in and around the engine. We did put this heat wrap on here just to shield the PTU from any sort of additional heat, because the OEM downpipe has that heat shielding. So that fits in nicely. It's kept away from the spinning drive shaft, which is good because you don't want that impacting. So everything has kind of fit and fallen into place nicely. And the downpipe actually is pretty long because it comes all the way to the middle of the car. It looks like the catback is not super restrictive on this car. We're gonna see how it sounds. We're gonna see how it performs. And that's where the exciting part of all of this is, and then you can see what you can expect in terms of gains and in terms of any other sort of added bonuses and or drawbacks to having a part like this installed. The install is not super difficult. You do have to kind of rotate things a little bit with that OEM downpipe for it to come out, but it's not too bad because the engine is small, the whole thing is pretty small up there. You guys even saw how small the turbine on the turbo is. So it all kind of comes out okay. So now we're gonna give you a little startup clip, of the OEM exhaust, OEM catback with the downpipe, and then we're going straight to the dyno to dial this in. So we've got a downpipe on this car, and I want to go through the modifications path and what to expect from it so that you guys know what to expect from when you modify the car. So we have some other goodies that are going to go straight on the car right away, but I wanted to show you what to expect from the downpipe. So here's a comparison between kind of our previous tune in the faint lines and then our current tune in the darker lines, which includes a downpipe. So what are the prime things that you're going to get when you put on a downpipe? First of all, you're going to make a little bit more down low power. This is on E30 fuel currently, so was this previous tune, but with the downpipe you spool a little bit quicker and you do have a little bit of power down low. And again, up top here you can see that you have more power at the top end as well. How much more power? We're talking about 15 horsepower going from the OEM downpipe to this catted downpipe. So that's kind of what to expect in the gains from a downpipe. And the reason why you see this is because less restriction, it promotes the turbo spooling down here, and then up here you're seeing less back pressure, which is actually kinder to against building up pressure against the valves if there's any sort of valve float issues, but also we're flowing more up top. So expect about 15 wheel horsepower. And now that you've seen this, we're about to show you guys what an intercooler does on the car as the final kind of bolt-on while the turbo is still stock. Yes, I did say that the turbo is still stock. That means that you know what that means. After the intercooler, we're going to be tackling that snail. And also, you guys can give a listen to the sweet, sweet Crackles that we have now available for everyone buying the calibration from us. So yeah, we've got some exciting things for GRC, super fun to drive. And let's jump on right to the next mod.